Hi everybody, welcome to Tech Kitchen Academy. In this video, we're going to be talking about Bootstrap 5 grid systems. So it says the Bootstrap's grid system is built with flex blocks and allows up to 12 columns across the page. So if you don't want to use all 12 columns individually, you can group the 12 columns together to create wider column. So in this place, we have 12 span here. In this place, we have 4 plus 4 plus 4, span up to 12. Then we have another one, 8 plus 4, 12. We have 6 plus 6, 12. And then we have the initial 12, which is the full grid. So the grid system is responsive and the columns will rearrange automatically depending on the screen size. So they said, make sure that the sum adds up to 12 or fewer. It is not required that you use all the available 12 columns. Do you get? Now let's move to the next part, which says grid classes. The Bootstrap 5 grid system has 6 classes. We have the code, we have the code SM. So the code is for extra small devices with the screen width that is lesser than 576 pixels. Then we have the code small devices that is with the screen width equal to or greater than 576 pixels. We have the medium, which says the screen width is equal to or greater than 768 pixels. We have the larger screen, which says the width should be equal to or greater than 992 pixels. We have the extra large screen, which the width must be equal to 1,200 pixels and more. And while the XXL is 1,400. So the classes above can be combined to create more dynamic and flexible layout. Each class scale up. So if you want to set the same width for SM and MD, you only need to specify SM. So let's move. So we have basic structure for Bootstrap 5 grid. The following is a basic structure for Bootstrap 5 grid. We have the first example, create a row. We will create this, then add the desired number of columns with a div tag with appropriate code classes. The first star represents the responsiveness, which is SM, while the second star represents the number, which could add up to 12 for each row. So now let's create our example. We'll come here, then we'll create H1, and we'll name it basic grid structure. Then after that, we'll create a div. We'll create a div, and inside this div, we're going to give a class, which will be row. And inside this row, we're going to also come here. We're also going to come here. And inside this row, we'll give it another div again, which will give a class, which is called SM6. They will give it BG, which is primary. They will give it text, which is white. Then we can say, let's call this one 50 percentage. Then as well, we'll also create another one, which will give it, let's give this one BG secondary, BG danger. And this one too, we also take 50%. Then after that div, we're also going to create another div again. Inside this div, we'll create another div and we'll give it a class name, which is row. Then inside this one, we'll also give it another one again. So we'll create 3 divs. We'll create div 1. So inside this div, we'll give it class, which will be co-SM, then 4. Then we'll give it BG. We can give this one BG danger. Then the text will be white, which will be white. And we can say 33.3%, 33.33%. Then as well, we'll come here, we'll give it another div again. We'll give a class, which will be called SM4. Then we'll give it danger and BG primary, and we'll give it text white. Then we can also give it 33.33%. Then let's give it for this one too. So this shows the different types. Now let's check our example. For this example we just did. So we just did a basic grid structure. So can you see? This is this one. This one takes the full half, that is 50%, 50%. But this one is split into, so this 50% is 6, this is 6, but this one is 4, 4, 4. So if you can see what I did here, this is 6, 6, spans, which is 12. Then we have 4, 4, 4, which is 12. Then after that, we also have the second example, which says instead of adding a number to each call, let Bootstrap undo the layout. To create equal width column, you can just 2 elements each with 50% width to each call, while 3 with 33%. You can just also use the simple one. Let's go with this one. So instead of us adding number to it, we can just remove it like this. We can remove this one, and we'll have a div, and inside this div, we'll give a class, which is row, and inside this row, we'll also give it another div. We'll also give it another div, and inside this div, we'll give a class, which is called SM. Then we'll give it BG, which is primary, and we'll say text is white, and we'll say 25%. Then we'll also give it another div again. They'll also give it another div again, which will come here. We'll give it class, which is called SM. They will give it BG sources. And we'll say text should be white. And we'll also name this one 25% as well. So we'll create more. We are creating like 4. Okay, yes, we're creating like 4. Then after that, this is that for that. Then after that, we're also going to create another div. And inside this div, we would give it class, which will be row. And inside this one, we'll give it another div. And in this div, we'll give it class. We'll give it class whole. Then we'll say BG primary. Then we'll give it text white. Then we'll give this one 25%. Shift F. We'll also create another one, div, and we'll also give a class, which is cool, and we'll give it BG dark. Then the text will be white, which will be white. We're as well giving this 25%. Now, we'll also do another one again, div, which is cool, class, and we'll give it cool, then we'll give it BG dark. No, we're gonna say BG success this time around, and we'll give it text white. Then we'll have one more that we want to create. Now, let's create that one. We'll say div final. We'll say div, and inside this div, we'll as well give a class. They'll say call BG warning. Yeah, warning. And we can give it text, which will be white. We'll also name this 25%. So they should all have same color. This is okay. So we can give this one success. Then we can give this one danger. So now let's check it out. So can you see there's no difference? If you put the number or you not put number, it is still the same structure you are going to get. So whether you use, if you see our example now, we made use of SM, and in this place we just made Bootstrap take it up to what we want it to get. So this is this about that. That's that about that. So thank you for watching this video. Please do well to follow us across all socials at Tech Academy. See you next time. Bye.